In South San Francisco, there's a program that helps parents learn with their children. Stay tuned to learn more.
In January, it's so nice, walking on sliding ice. To sip hot chicken soup with rice, sipping once, sipping twice, sipping chicken soup with rice. In it, I go away, to forest roam all day, and dream about my soup all day. Oh my once, oh my twice, eating chicken soup with rice, chicken soup with rice.
Hi, I'm Bruce Grantham, and welcome to Our Children, Our Future, a program about education in the South San Francisco Unified School District. In order for children to succeed in school, there needs to be support in the home, and this is no more evident than in second language homes. How do parents acquire the skills to help their children with school? Well, the Community Based English Tutoring program is designed to do just that. With me is the CBET coordinator in South San Francisco, Marta Bookbinder, Kate Feroci, CBET teacher at Spruce Elementary School, and one of our special guests, one of her student parents, Maria Moreto. Thank you very much for coming on the program tonight.
Thanks.
Marta, you've been involved with the CBET program since its inception. What is CBET? What's it all about?
CBET stands for Community Based English Tutoring. And in 1998, there was a proposition on the ballot, in the June ballot, that was called either the UNS initiative or the bilingual proposition. And when it was passed by the voters, one of the benefits of that was that for the next 10 years, $50 million per year will be allocated for what is the Community-Based English Tutoring program.
And what is that exactly?
What it is a program that provides adults who had limited English with an opportunity to increase their skills in English and at the same time to make sure that they are helping their students, school-age students, succeed through the school system in the United States. How is that done? There's a component that it has, it's a requirement that they will help their students by tutoring them or by themselves getting more acquainted with their schools and connecting with the teachers. So that it makes it possible for them to bridge that moment when they have come from another culture and coming in here now to learn about what is required of themselves for their children to succeed.
What are the goals of the CBET program ultimately?
Well, one of the classes recently was learning their lesson, and they came up with one goal of their own, and that was to learn with your child. And that was a very interesting, and they wrote it on the board, and it sort of surprised everyone. That was their perspective, that they are learning with their children. But it is also about giving back to the community. By the parents then become so involved that they begin to do a reciprocal, connection where they give back by involvement through the PTAs or through the committees in the schools, and then by getting connected and finding ways to talk to each other and to talk to the teachers.
In South San Francisco, the Community-Based English Tutoring program, CBET, is sponsored by or coordinated by the Adult Education Program.
Correct.
And there are CBET classes in 3 elementary schools.
At this time, we have had actually more than 3, but at this time there are 3 elementary schools: Spruce Elementary, Martin, and then Sunshine Gardens School.
And serve about how many student parents?
As of last fall, we had over 104 parents in the rosters of this.
Going to classes on pretty much a daily basis.
Yes, that's
Kate,
correct.
which brings us to one of the most successful CBET programs at Spruce Elementary School. How does your CBET class differ from a regular English as a second language class? What's the difference?
Well, the Spruce CBET class is actually located at the elementary school. And if an adult wanted to learn English as a second language, they'd usually go to adult ed or to a community college. So the fact that the class is actually held at the elementary school makes the partnership with the school that much stronger.
And much easier for the parents to attend classes.
Much easier. They drop their children off at Spruce, and then there's child supervision in another room where children are learning kindergarten readiness skills. And then the adults come to my class with their babies, and I teach them English. And a typical CBET lesson would be how to ask questions at a parent-teacher conference, or how to navigate through committees on a school committee.
one of the components that makes it so different from just an English class is the tutoring component. You have to kind of help these parents acquire tutoring skills so that they can help their kids at home with their homework.
Yeah, that's true. And one of the ways we do that is helping them get confidence with their children. We had they had an assignment last week where they had to write a manual for how to make piñatas. And the final project was to take the book that they had made into the classroom and read their book in English to their child in their child's classroom, and model for their child the fact that they're learning English. And
we're going to see some slides about that. The slides are going up now. Can you show what's going on here very quickly?
We're in the computer lab at the Community Learning Center, and this is a student from Martin School.
And so the parents are getting reinforcement of their English skills by using the computer and learning computer skills also.
Right. And there's a curriculum this is our class at Spruce. We have a large class, and there are children in the front. You can see they're part of the program too. This is a family, a mother and her parents and her 2 children that made these 2 piñatas as part of the project I mentioned. 3 generations there, and then there they are in the classroom reading the book that they have written, and there are the grandparents showing the piñatas to their grandchildren in the class. This is the child supervision class with the child supervisors in the background, and a parent is showing the book, and there's a clown. I don't know if you can tell.
Clown piñata?
That Vanessa Ortiz is holding. She's my aide in the class. And this is the whole group and all the piñatas. Something that happened at the end of the project that wasn't expected was the students said, well, now what are we going to do with our 10 piñatas? Let's sell them. And they organized a silent auction at Spruce for
back to school
open house a couple weeks ago, and raised $300 by selling through a silent auction their piñatas. And one of the things that happened that wasn't expected was the Spruce families that speak English as their first language were in the cafeteria admiring the piñatas, and the CBET parents who had made them, who were learning English, were connecting with the other Spruce families.
It's a wonderful connection. Maria, how long have you been in the CBET program with Ms. Feroci?
4 years I've been in this class.
And how many children do you have?
I have 3 children. One is 12 years old, 9 years old, and 5 years old.
What has been the impact of the CBET program for you? How has it helped you?
Helped me a lot. I improved a lot in my English, and to help my kids at home with their homework.
With their homework, that's improved a great deal. How about your communication with the school, with the children's teachers, and your involvement with PTA or any of the leadership in the school?
No, it's better, and with I'm volunteer. Everything I can do at school, I'm volunteer. From 100 challenge book and everything I can.
Done a lot for your confidence.
Yes.
And done a lot for your kids.
Yes.
And that's the important thing.
Very important.
Kate?
Yeah.
I know the CBET program has had a broader impact on the school too. I know test scores at Spruce Elementary School have really gone up over the last couple of years. And I'm sure CBET must have something to do with that.
I'm sure too, and this is just anecdotal evidence, but I used to administer the CELT test, which is a test to the children to measure their English skills. And very often I'd be giving an oral test and say, wow, did you go to preschool? And the child would say, oh, I went in the little room with Teacher Aurora. And I said, oh, I knew I recognized you. And it would turn out that the family had been a part of the CBET class at Spruce. The child had been in the child supervision classes, and either the grandma or the mother had been in my class for a period of time.
What would happen if the CBET funding went away? I know it's on a 10-year, and it's up for reauthorization by the government. What would be the impact if there was no CBET?
Well, I think a lot of the families that have finally made the connection with the school, every bit of research says parent involvement is the most important factor in a child succeeding in school. Well, CBET provides that opportunity for immigrant parents to become truly involved in their school. So if this goes away, you're going to have a bit of a disconnect again, where parents may not have that place, that niche within the school where the children are attending that will launch them into being able to navigate the school system on behalf of their children and to help them at home with their homework. It's very vital as it's needed.
Kate?
Yeah, just one of the things that Maria mentioned was the 100-book challenge, which is the reading incentive program at Spruce. And the Spruce CBEC class has volunteered to coordinate this whole program for the teachers. And in the past, they had a full-time teacher doing that. But since we have such a large group, it's really easy for us to manage and connect with the school that way. Teachers are very
If there was no CBET, would you miss it?
Yes, a lot, because there will be not place for us to go with our children to learn English.
Well, let's hope it'll be reauthorized. I can't believe that it won't be.
Wow.
Congratulations. It's a wonderful program. You didn't mention that it received the San Mateo County Kent Award for Excellence.
It just did. About 2 weeks ago, we got the Kent Award for a best and excellent program.
Excellent. We're going to take a short break now. When we come back, we're going to look at how the South San Francisco business community is helping graduating students fulfill their college dreams. Don't go away.
January is so nice. Walk swimming on sliding ice.
Prudential California Realty is pleased to support the South San Francisco Unified School District. With several offices located throughout the South Bay, we help home buyers realize their dreams of ownership and sellers maximize their home investment. Prudential California Realty is a longtime partner with education, having created the Education Foundation in 1992, which provides grants to teachers throughout Northern California. Prudential California Realty, your partner in real estate.
You've always been like a son to me, Mikey. And that's why I find it unfortunate that we're in this little situation here. No, don't do it. Don't do it. You're gonna pay for this. Peninsula TV. How will it affect you?
Welcome back. The cost of higher education is skyrocketing, making it more and more difficult for families to send their children to the college of their choice. The South San Francisco Chamber of Commerce has decided to make a difference. With me is Tony Clifford, Executive Vice President and Chief Operating Officer of First National Bank of California, and the Chair of the South San Francisco Chamber of Commerce Scholarship Committee. Tony, thank you for coming on this evening.
Thank you for having me on.
Tony, why and how did the idea come about for the South San Francisco Chamber to sponsor a higher education scholarship?
Well, Bruce, when I first started working at First National Bank of Northern California, most of the employees came from the local high schools. Today, 20 years later, the employers find it very difficult to keep the employees working in the same area that they live. Thus, the Chamber of Commerce felt a need to get involved with a scholarship program. The cost of living in the Bay Area is very difficult, as we all know, especially in San Mateo County. It's a very vibrant county, very wealthy county. Just to have the people try and pay for their education of higher learning is very difficult. This led to the main reason why the Chamber got involved with having a scholarship program. The Chamber of Commerce also has a education committee. In the education committee are the top officials of the school district, which makes it very easy when you try and put a new program together.
I know the school district embraced this idea because they're always looking for ways to
It was a great idea. Back in 2001, I was happy to be the chamber president. Along with the chair of the education committee, we took the charge to form a scholarship program. I had a background with another chamber in the county that had a program put together. It was well embraced by all the business community to the point that year after year the funds grew greater and greater, thus creating more scholarships for the students. Working with that plan, the South San Francisco Chamber of Commerce felt that there was a need to put their own program together.
Now, all graduating seniors who reside in South San Francisco, regardless of what high school they go to, are eligible to apply for the scholarship. What's the application process like?
The application process is there's the application itself, which they list all their hobbies, their extracurricular activities, their GPA, and things like that. In addition to that, there's a special area for overcoming obstacles.
I know that was important to school officials.
It was very important to us as well. In most circumstances, the individuals that get awards as such are the biggest and the best. But in this circumstance, if a student were to overcome an obstacle and continue to progress and improve with their studies, they too could be awarded a scholarship.
What are the criteria for the winners?
The criteria for the winners are, we usually put together about 5 judges, and there's 5 areas to which we look at. One is volunteerism, the other is their GPA and their grades, of course. The other is the overcoming obstacles or any special awards they may have received.
And the essay.
And the essay. I was getting to that. There's an essay, and usually there are 3 topics of the essay. One's about the business community itself. The other is about the hardships of their high school years. And the final one is regarding how to keep the kids in school.
We're going to have to, I want to get this video because we took a video of the culminating event, the luncheon where the students received their scholarships, and I'd like us to roll that video now.
Welcome everybody to the Higher Education Luncheon. Rodney Alcantara from Oceana High School. Eagles Roderick from El Camino High School. Allison Bomez from St. Ignatius College Preparatory. Nina Ivanova from South San Francisco High School. Joel Japatana from Junipero Serra High School. Sophia Leong from South San Francisco High School. Raymond Nora Jr. from El Camino High School. Janice Stillman from South San Francisco High School. Vanessa Tagaloa from El Camino High School.
I think I'm planning to attend San Jose State University and go into human resources, and I brought my dad and my counselor today.
Sarah, on behalf of the South San Francisco Chamber of Commerce, we'd like to thank the South San Francisco Kiwanis Club for sponsoring the scholarship.
Hello, my name is Joel Japatana. I go to Junipero Serra High School in San Mateo. I'm going to go into general medicine next year at UC Davis, and I'm here with my mother. And I want to thank everyone here, especially the South San Francisco Chamber of Commerce, and all of you here for being here, and PG&E especially. All right, thank you.
Hi, I'm Janice Stillman, and this evening I brought my grandma, Mary Louise Stillman. I'll be attending the University of San Diego with my twin sister, and I plan on becoming the Senator of California, so I'm going to become... And I'd like to thank the Chamber of Commerce and especially the Bass Cultural Center. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Stillman. Take a look. The community supports you, but most especially the business community supports you. Carpe diem.
Tony, how do you feel about the scholarship program?
Bruce, let me tell you, there's a lot of great minds out there. Our future looks bright.
I agree, and thanks to you and thanks to the Chamber and all the sponsors. When we come back, we're going to meet two of this year's scholarship winners. Stay with us.
It's so nice. Walk women on sliding ice.
If you live on the peninsula, there's only one place to get the latest news on business, sports, politics, education, and your community. Peninsula TV, Channel 26, the Peninsula and South Bay's Emmy Award-winning programming resource. For more information or for a programming schedule, go to PenTV.tv or call us at 650-637-1936. Peninsula TV, your community programming channel.
Real estate with Bobby Decker is for anyone who owns a home or aspires to do so. Everything that is important to or an interesting facet of home ownership will be covered by our program. Please join us. You won't want to miss Real Estate with me, your host, Bobby Decker.
Emmy Award-winning Peninsula TV provides a large multifunctional TV studio and video production facility, state-of-the-art equipment, and affordable prices. Let our professional staff and crew produce your company or organization's next video, or create your own TV series and air it on one of the Bay Area's largest community cable channels. Contact Peninsula TV at pentv.tv or call 650-637-1936.
Hi, I'm here with two of the South San Francisco Chamber of Commerce Higher Education Scholarship winners, two seniors from South San Francisco High School, Sophia Leong, and from El Camino High School, Vanessa Tagaloa. Ladies, welcome. Thank you for getting out of your calculus class. How did you get out of your calculus class to be here?
Oh, we just left this morning and came over here.
And it was okay?
Yeah, it was okay.
You finished your AP exams and everything?
Yes.
As scholarship winners, both of you were sponsored by First National Bank of Northern California, and there were over 30 applicants for 9 scholarships, so you must have impressed the judges very much. So congratulations on all your accomplishments and on the scholarships. One of the things you had to do is you had to write an essay as part of the application process. Sophia, what was yours about?
I wrote about how to become a more successful business leader in the future and how to work towards being a successful business leader.
And what was your premise?
My premise was giving back to the community and providing more community involvement, giving back to the schools and stuff like that.
Vanessa, I know your essay got a few chuckles from the judges that had to do with how to improve attendance in schools. What was your main idea there?
My main idea was having Pi Teacher Day on Fridays and to improve attendance by having all the students come on Fridays when most students don't come on Fridays.
And that's kind of okay because you may be on the receiving end of a pie someday.
Yeah, I really
Tell us about
math.
that. Why?
I really enjoyed math, and one day I want to become a math teacher, so I figured it would be okay to write that in my essay.
I know you got a big chuckle out of everybody that read your essay.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about your plans for the future. After you graduate from El Camino High School, what's in store for Vanessa?
I plan to go to San Jose State University and major in mathematics, and then go on to get my teaching credential.
Math. Why math? A lot of people say, ooh, the math, that's the toughest one. Why do you want to teach math?
Well, teaching's always been in my family. My dad's a teacher, and my stepmom is also a teacher. And my mom works at San Francisco State in the financial aid department. So school systems are always in my family. And I really like math. I think it's universal, and you can see math in anything. So I really am interested in that.
What level math are you looking to teach?
Probably high school math, like algebra range.
Sophia, what are your plans after graduation?
I'm going to be attending Bucknell University in Pennsylvania, and I'm going to be majoring in international relations. It's going to open my possibilities to business, law, and politics, so there's going to be a lot of stuff that I can look into doing, and I really like the campus there. It's really nice. So.
Bucknell, that's a long ways away from South San Francisco.
Yep.
Why so far away?
Well, I've grown up in the suburbs all my life, and Lewisburg is a small town. It's very different, and I think it'll give me a good opportunity to, really concentrate, and it's something different. So, definitely coming back afterwards. So.
How'd your family feel about that?
I'm surprised that they're letting me go in the first place, being that I'm the only girl and I'm in a very traditional Chinese family. But they're really supporting me in whatever I want to do. So.
I know financial aid, the cost of higher education is a big deal and tough for families. Vanessa, you got the scholarship in the Chamber of Commerce. Are you getting any other assistance to go to school?
Right now, I'm getting different Cal grants from the school, but and I applied for other scholarships, but I'm waiting to hear back from them.
And Sophia, what about you?
I don't really qualify for Cal grants because I'm going to school in Pennsylvania, but Bucknell is giving me a really good scholarship, and also waiting for the Rotary Club to get back to me.
It's okay for you to brag. Now, how much is the Bucknell scholarship worth?
20 grand.
20 grand
but,
a year?
Yeah, each year
wow,
for my
that's
4
big
years.
Time.
But that's only about half of the tuition, so there's still a long way to go.
Right, yeah. Right. And that scholarship was based on merit.
On merit, yeah. And that's why I really appreciate, San Francisco Chamber of Commerce giving back to the community and helping all of us out. So.
And that's what I was going to ask. What does the Chamber of Commerce scholarship mean to both of you? Vanessa?
Oh, it's a great deal. Even though it's not going to fully pay my tuition, it helps our family with just paying for it. Even though I'm going to a state school, it's still a lot of money coming out of our income. And I just wanted to thank the Chamber of Commerce and both the First National Bank for helping both me and Sophia for the scholarship.
And Sophia, any other thoughts about the Chamber Scholarship?
I just think that it's a very good opportunity to give back to everybody because it's not a need-based scholarship, so a lot of people qualify for it, and it really helps us out. And I want to say thank you to the Chamber of Commerce.
Well, you were both very excellent recipients, as were the others, and I had both of you on to represent all of the scholarship winners, and there were 9 total, 30 applicants I mentioned, and all residents of South San Francisco, and all very, very qualified and very deserving. And I want to thank both of you for coming on and taking your time out of calculus to be with us today. Congratulations to both of you. Good luck in the future. Do real well. Come back and see us. Let us know how you're doing. And I don't know if you're going to want that pie in the face when you get your teaching credential, Vanessa. You may want to rethink that idea. Come up with another one.
Probably.
Thanks a lot. Nice being with you. Welcome back. I was impressed with both Sophia and Vanessa, as all the other scholarship winners. As I said, there were 9 scholarship winners, and each of them received a $1,000 scholarship. And Tony, who sponsored the scholarships this year?
Well, we had another nonprofit group, the Kiwanis Club, that once upon a time wanted to organize their own scholarship program, but they collaborated with the Chamber of Commerce. We have C's Candy, we have the Bass Cultural Center, the South San Francisco Scavenger, and of course First National Bank of Northern California.
I know it's always a challenge every year, and if there's anybody listening out there, I'm sure the Chamber of Commerce would welcome any amount of money that would contribute toward the scholarships.
Absolutely. Making Waves is another contributor, and they help provide the luncheon for our students and their guests.
I know South San Francisco Foundation for Youth was also involved, and we saw those sponsors on the screen. Tony, thank you for the efforts from the Chamber and from all the sponsors. Thank you for coming on tonight.
Bruce, thank you.
I'm Bruce Grantham for Our Children, Our Future. See you next time.